Hey, YouTube, what's going on? Happy Friday to you. Glad you're here with me. For those who are going out tonight, have fun. Be safe, guys. And what I'm going to get into tonight is basically what I'm doing here. And like I've been telling you, I've been trading in on the 4-hour chart. I think it's pretty effective when you just kind of want to get in and out. And guys, like I said, I'm trying to learn this market and really trade this market. I think one of the best things that you can do is trade this volatile market. That's why we're in it. I mean, volatility is a trader's paradise, whether it's going up or down. So this space is truly one of the best spaces to be in, and you want to capture these moves when they happen. And you know, I had the mentality when I first got into all this of just hodling. And as I continued to grow in my charting and everything, I could see when things were taking place. And I'm going to get into this with you tonight. I'm going to show you some of the positions I've been taking and just what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your call coach, anything like that. I'm going to show you what I'm doing just to let you in to my mindset a little bit. Guys, remember, do not take my advice on anything, okay? This market changes very fast. It's a wild Mustang. No one can predict it. You have to have a plan for the upside and the downside. When the whales step in, the whales are going to step in. A lot of the time it happens during the weekend when you're sleeping or whatnot, and all of a sudden you wake up and the Bitcoin price is up or down $1,000. That's just the name of the game. So that's why you have to protect yourself with stop losses. You have to do good risk to reward management. Those are the type of things that I'd like to see. So I've been trading in and out here on the 4-hour chart. And I'm going to get into what I'm doing right now in the position I'm in right now. So if you like this, you like a little update into what I'm doing here and what my chart looks like just on my computer now, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you being here with me. So what happened was, I've been playing this move, guys, ever since about $85 in Litecoin. I've been bouncing back and forth and trading up and down with it. So my most recent, I bought in, it was about 115 to 116. I was picking up right in here off this 20 EMA. Okay, and the reason why I did that, I also had a stochastic cross right there taking place, and we basically had a hammer candle happening right there with some decent volume. So in my opinion, that was the time to go long right there. I like to see a blend of all those indicators coming together. Then we came up, so I've been sitting in this position, guys, and what happened was I gained 20%, almost 21%, and what happened was when I released my Litecoin, I saw this bearish engulfing candle with a stochastic cross to the downside there on good volume. So my stop triggered because the price was going up, and I said, all right, about 140 here. It was looking like we were seeing this guy's on the stock, this double top here, and I said, okay, I'm going to protect myself. And you get stopped out. So what happened was I've been waiting here. I'm not trying to catch knives, but what I was seeing was this yellow trend line taking place. We candle closed above this 20 EMA. This is a bullish engulfing candle with a stochastic cross. The volume's not as much as I would like to see, but it happened on this trend line and happened right around this 50 moving average as well. We basically wicked down to it. So what I'm doing now, I'm in a position. I filled my position back at 131, and I'm sitting in my position now, but I'm watching the market very carefully. And guys, to go to bed tonight, I'm going to be putting in a stop loss, and that's just the way I'm going to play because anything can happen right now at this point. Bitcoin's in a sticky spot. We could really blast up, or we're at a point now we could drop down, you know, into the $6,800 region. If we wanted to go there real fast, it can happen, guys. So just be aware and have a plan for both sides, and take a look at that Bitcoin video I did earlier. So what I'm looking at here, guys, I believe truly here that we'll come back up here at some point and retest this. And that's about that 142. And what I'm looking for is to see if we get through that and make a higher high on good volume. Because what we've been having is higher lows here. It's almost like a rising three. And, you know, here's your first lower high. Then here's your next one. And then we're going to start looking up to see if we set a higher high and a higher low. I'm sorry if I had those back mixed up, guys. Higher lows here, higher highs here. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so that's what I'm playing right now. And like this, guys, as opposed to just hodling, look what you can capture. And then you use stop losses, and if it goes against you, then you're sitting there in cash and you're saying, okay, when's the next spot that I want to buy in? And then I started to see this bullish engulfing candle. We closed up above the 20. I said, okay, I'm going to jump in right now. Did it fast, and I'm sitting in a position. And that's the way I do it. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Right now we're at 135.49, and I was in it around 131 there. So, you know, those are the percentage gains that can really pay off. You know, if you earn yourself a couple Litecoin or even a half a Litecoin, guys, or a quarter of a Litecoin, that could be worth a lot down the road. And like I said, I'm not going to be your prediction guy. I'm not going to rub the crystal ball. But, you know, a half of a Litecoin down the road could be, you know, significant value. So that's what I like to look at least. And what we're going to do next, we're going to go out to the one-day chart and take a look now, because we're a lot steeper. As you can tell, this has been one heck of a move here, guys. And what we're having is a stochastic cross to the downside on the 1 day. So that's what I'm paying attention to. We're in overbought territory on the 1 day, so that's why I'm trading in on the 4 hours to do these moves quicker. I'm waiting to see if we go up to 145, then I'm going to reassess the situation depending on the volume and what we're doing with the overhead resistance around that 140.52. And that's the way I like to play it, at least, guys. You know, I had the hodler mindset of, hey, I'm just going to buy these, this or that. But when you see the market and you can tell stuff like this, you're seeing all these wicks and you're seeing the dojis here and you're having a stochastic cross, why in the world would you want to give up basically this whole pump here? This retraced almost to the 0.786 Fibonacci. So, you know, and if you are a hodler, this is the time to hodl. In a bull market, that's when you want to hodl. We're in an intermediate term bullish uptrend. That's when you want to hodl. You don't want to hodl in a bear market. That's the worst thing you can do. In a bear market, cash is king. And you wait until you see that higher low set, that first higher low after a year, guys, of bear markets, year to 2 years. You see that first higher low set a lot of the times, or if we're getting up above that 200-day moving average again, that's the time to do it. That's time to get in. You know, that's when the big dogs are accumulating down low like that. And you can see it with Litecoin here. If we step back, do you see the supply and demand shift? And right here, we are making lower highs, lower lows until we came up, set that higher low, and it's been game on. So this is what I want to teach you guys. I really want to get into this stuff and continue to learn. While I was watching my son earlier, he was watching his little cartoons. I put them on for about a half an hour for him, and I was studying my encyclopedia chart patterns. And I'm really trying to get the best that I can with all those chart patterns, because I believe chart patterns are very effective. Candlestick patterns are very effective. Chart patterns are effective. Moving averages, and if you start blending these together and you see all that, say you see great support with a long hammer candle with a huge wick through a 50 moving average, and you're seeing big volume come back in, you're seeing a stochastic cross to the upside, that's the time to jump back in. And as you see right now, we're up at 136.19. But remember, I still want to protect myself. That's the thing with trading. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. All the books that I read, and you guys have asked what books, like I just said, the encyclopedia chart patterns I have next to me, using technical analysis, a step-by-step guide to understanding and applying stock market charting techniques, Elliott Wave Explained, Japanese candlestick charting book. So, I mean, there's just so much stuff to go through. And those are the things that you want to try to blend and put together. So, as you see on the longer time frames like the day and the week, whatnot, we're overbought and we're having a stochastic cross to the downside. So we have to pay attention here. In on the 4 hour, like we just were, we're having another shot up here to where we may come back up here and test this 143. And if we fail at 143, I'd look back to this trend line to see if we set another higher low before we try to move up again. But the name of the game is, if you're wrong in a trade, like if I was wrong here and all of a sudden it started to break down through the trend line, I get out. I'm out. Okay, I was wrong. The market went against me. You know, I lost 1% or whatever. When I'm trying to make these larger percent moves, like how we had this 20% move here, those are the things that I'm looking for. I mean, each time throughout this, guys, look at this beautiful move here. What happened? We retraced. And if we do some micro Fibonacci's, which I also tend to do, take a look at this. I mean, right back to that 0.618 before we bounced again. This stuff's no joke. If you can learn technical analysis, guys, you can put the odds in your favor, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put the odds in our favor. We're not fortune tellers, anything like that. I'm putting the odds in my favor, and I'm going to try to be correct more than I'm wrong, and when I'm wrong, I want to cut it immediately. And now look right here, this was also another thing I was looking at. So this micro fib here, we came back to that 0.382, which is a common area for a bounce. We had that nice little wick there, and now we're trying to move back up again. So, you know, guys, these are the things that I'm looking at just to try to protect myself. And this here, these are little micro fibs. And then what you can do, guys, you can take the overall move. And what we'll do, we'll back out to the 1 day. I'm just going to do this fast for us. Let me get this off the chart. There we go. Okay. Guys, we're probably going to have to go out to the 1 day. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to erase some more. Get this stuff out of there. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to go from our swing low down here up to our swing high. And we're going to see where we're at in terms of retracement. Hey guys, if it's not exactly precise, I apologize. Trying the best that I can here. So look at this. We haven't even retraced to 0.236, which if we even retrace to that, that's extremely bullish. 0.382 is at $97. And none of these are out of the question, guys. That would be a hot spot. Say we were to have some nice retracement back into here with that, where old resistance becomes new support, right around that 0.5, that 0.382. I mean, there's some decent areas down in here if we do correct, like just like this. This was a big correction. So this has been a larger move. We would correct down maybe into this area before, set a higher low before we make another strong move up and try to get up over that 175. So these are things I'm looking at, guys. I'm trading in on the 4-hour. That's just me. Okay, you can trade on the 12-hour, the 1 day, the week. And there's times and principles for it. Sometimes I'm not in on the 4-hour and I'm just on the week, or I'm on the day in some other coins and tokens. So I just want to tell you, there's a lot of volatility here. I mean, look at these percentage moves. That's what's possible in this space, and you want to take advantage of it by learning how to put the odds in your favor, and that's what I want to do, try to teach you here, guys. If you like these, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I apologize for going a little long there, but I just wanted to get all this to you. God bless each and every one of you. Have a safe night, guys.